Hey guys, Fenny here. Welcome back for episode 3 of our Road to College Football 25 series. In this series, we are running through the Road to Glory high school season on College Football Revamped, and whatever star ranking we get for our recruit at the end of the season is what we will use to carry over to our College Football 25 Road to Glory mode when that game comes out early next week. Today's video will be a little bit of a different format. We're going to go quick through 3 games in the meat of the schedule of the high school season, just showing some highlights to try and get through these games a little bit quicker. So let's jump into game number 1 against Wayne. So passing started to pick up a lot more in these games. As you saw from the first few episodes, I had balls going off my head, pause. I had a lot of drops and just in general kind of was embarrassing myself in the passing game. Here we were deep on 3rd and long and thought the draw might work, but ultimately was stopped short. However, this play was working like a charm in the next few games. As you can see here, we are uncovered after the little fake handoff on the reverse there, and we will actually take this all the way to the house, getting tackled into the end zone there for a 60-70 yard touchdown. That'll take us up 6-0 over Wayne, and we are in good shape here to keep our season undefeated. Bounce this run out to the outside. We will get chased down by number 44 there, but not before we get a 28-yard gain. Back through the air, and we actually run a little bit of a seam there, but get tackled immediately, although we do still pick up a 14-yard catch. Another stretch handoff. You can see we're getting a little bit more comfortable hitting our holes as well. Was having a lot of trouble just making sure I could stay patient, but ultimately this game was one where we started to break some big runs and not just rely on those kind of 5 yards per carry. So 197 yards on 30 or so carries, pretty good, and Michigan and Army take notice. They will both offer us scholarships at tailback here. In addition, the trio of SEC schools, Tennessee, Mizzou, and UK, are all going to show some interest in us at tailback. We'll go with Tennessee here and not waste too much more time. We're just going to jump right into Week 6 against a Saginaw South team that is 2-3 on the season. First play is going to be this little fake end around again. We'll see if we have as much luck with this in Game 2 as we did in Game 1. And we will break this for 30, 40 yards. Ultimately, it looks like the safety or maybe a corner is going to tackle us within the 5 here, but we are in good shape to take an early lead against Saginaw South. I love this play, guys. You heard me talk already about how I'm really excited that College Football 25's Road to Glory is not going to have you calling all the plays. So I am happy when I'm seeing my OC dial this one in, and then you'll see pretty easy 3-yard TD to take us up early, 6-0, with just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. Little outside handoff. We're also starting to get our juke move dialed in. Ultimately, made one guy miss, but was tackled by the second level there. But getting the timing down a little bit better. Now here, thought I might have another, what would that be? Probably 30-yard touchdown, but we do get tackled, although we are close just about every time that play gets called. Easy 6 yards there before we get tackled by the horse collar. And then I thought I had this for a touchdown. We had daylight on the left side of the field and end up actually just tripping over one of the guys that had gotten pancaked by our lead blockers. Another reception, 8 yards. That'll put us at 1st and goal. We'll skip ahead to halftime. Up 17-0. This one feels in the bag already, that we can't count them completely out with obviously still a half to go. Only 14 yards on that return. And another inside handoff. We will fall forward, not quite for the first down, 3rd and inches, but already over 100 yards on the day and barely into the 3rd quarter. I tell you guys what, I've been doing a lot of running in Madden over the last few years. I definitely lean that direction. Obviously, it's fun to pass as we break another huge run here. Very fun to pass, but there is nothing quite as satisfying to me as just running it down a team's throat and realizing that there's nothing they can do to stop you. Kind of like we just did here for the very long touchdown to go up 23-0. If the blocking is improved over the recent Madden years, like we've heard from kind of early rumors, I am so excited to take a program like Michigan in College Football 25 and just see how many rushing yards I can rack up over the course of a season. Outside handoff here, 2 minutes left in the third. We will get another respectable gain, 6 yards before we're pulled down by the right shoulder. And could barely see from the stat line there, but we are already close to 200 yards. And what is this? Hell has frozen over. We actually completed a screen pass. I'm going to include a few more of these screen passes in today's video because I thought the differences between my success and failures were so funny. Speaking of funny, here's another drive that was very frustrating. We are going to run 2 straight tosses to the outside. Maybe you guys have had better luck than me, but I feel like this play has never worked in NCAA 14. You have to get a very specific look from the defense to be able to actually beat them out to the edge. And sure enough, even though we put some guy on his back there, we're still tackled for a 0-yard gain. So that'll bring up 3rd and goal. We've got an inside handoff, just under 30 carries, 195 yards on the ground already. And we won't quite get it. So I'm going to do what everybody does. Get back on the ball here, no huddle to see if we can jam this one in. And unfortunately, we do get called for a false start on what looked like maybe the left tackle there. So we'll kick the field goal instead, up 27-0, 4 minutes left in the fourth. Another decent run, getting more comfortable waiting. I think the biggest key here is not getting on the sprint button too soon, and that way you just won't run into the defensive lineman quite as easily. 6 yards there. Can't tell what down it is because of the bugged score bug, but that will actually just kind of take us to the end of the game. And play of the game there, Fenny passing out from exhaustion as he makes it into the end zone, but we will keep our unbeaten streak going at least one more week. Final stat line, 41 carries, 285 yards on the ground, and 3 touchdowns for a 34-0 shutout victory over Saginaw South. Pretty nice stat line. Would love to improve the receiving yards a bit more, but there's still time. And then we do get a couple offers from the Ducks and from Tennessee, the Vols. Ducks were on our initial list of schools, so very excited to see that come through. And then Georgia, Ohio State, and Bama will also show some interest. I'll die before I go to Ohio State or Bama, so we will go with the Dogs here instead. And we're going to jump right into Week 7 here. You can tell Bridgeport is actually coming into this game at 0-6, so I expected this to be a cakewalk, but this opening punt return on our first possession is kind of a taste of what I'm going to see the rest of the game. We get tackled hard, and that will not stop through the rest of this one, so not too many highlights to show from this game. Outside handoff. And the edge is just going to shed his block immediately and put us flat on our back there for a 1-yard loss. 2nd and 11, and we're going to call a toss to the left. And again, defensive lineman, maybe a linebacker there, actually gets off his block very easily again, and we are tackled back to the original line of scrimmage. And now everybody's favorite play, the screen. What do you know? I actually complete this one. I think if I would have gone left outside of my blocker there, I might have been able to break this for another 10 or 20 yards. But either way, we do get the first down and a gain of, I think, 16 yards on that one for a fresh set of downs. Moving ahead, keeping it in the air. I'm going to get another reception on 3rd and 7 for a first down, 11 yards. Feeling more comfortable in the passing game. Certainly not lighting anything up yet, but at least catching the ball. Same thing, just to the opposite side of the field, and we'll actually cut left instead, but this was not my wisest decision. We needed 10 and only got 6, so that brought up a 4th down, which we would punt away. And then here, I thought we had the first down, but we get a shoestring tackle for a gain of 6. Still ahead of schedule, but thought we had a little bit more meat left on the bone there. 3rd and 1, and basically the same thing. I had one man to beat on the edge, but then we do get another shoestring tackle. And you can see almost halftime, and I think we had 12 carries for 26 yards. So things are not going very well, as evidenced by the fact that then I cut up field a little bit too soon, and the ball goes harmlessly to the turf. So 3rd and 10, another screen off to the left. And our left tackle absolutely destroys us. And so Steve Merca has nowhere to go there, sacked for 12 yards. All right, just looking for empty space on this run. Now, lucky for 23 on the defense there. We actually run right into him. I think if we could have kept some space, we might have been able to take that into the end zone. Either way, 1st and goal. 40 seconds until halftime. We'll get this catch. Can we get in? No! Oh my goodness, we probably got an inch or two left before we're in the end zone here. Let's see the replay. If we got another 20 pounds or so on us, we might be able to get that in the end zone, but instead we are stopped short. Clock is still running, so we need to show some urgency. I would have liked to just pound this one in, maybe inside handoff, a dive or something, but instead we go back to 4 verts for whatever reason. Pass comes in, and I think I actually might have tipped that. I wasn't sure if that was for me or the receiver. Either way, falls to the ground. Clock stops, 20 seconds left. This should be a relatively easy handoff inside. Famous last words. We get another false start. So that'll set us back a few yards. 20 seconds. Would love to get some points on the board here before halftime, because we are fighting for our lives against this Bridgeport team. I like the look that we're seeing on D right here, and sure enough, we've got a hole that we could drive a semi-truck through, so that's an easy 5-yard touchdown run. Basically the only positive note on the stat line for this game. All right, now kind of loose Texas route. Thought we might be able to break that in for a touchdown. Either way, we still get 41 yards. Steve is at 10 of 14. And like I said, basically the only notable thing on the stat line today was that touchdown to end the first half. So first, actually, I would say bad game on the year. We averaged maybe under 3 yards per carry, but still get a touchdown. And we added 103 receiving yards as well. So the Dogs are going to offer us a tailback scholarship after that, and then we'll also see some interest from Colorado, Northwestern, and IU. Going to go with IU here. I don't think Shador would like me. So that'll take us into Week 8. We are racking up the offers at this point. As you can see, quite a few big programs, but getting an offer is not quite the same as actually the promise of playing time. So we need to keep making sure that we're lighting up the stat sheet and see if we can continue to pile on these offers. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a comment and let me know what you think about this format. Otherwise, we will see you in the next episode.